The roar of Air India Flight AI-808's Boeing 787 Dreamliner engines faded into chilling silence just moments after takeoff from Ahmedabad International Airport. Piloted by Captain Sumeet Sabharwal, 22 years experience, and co-pilot Clive Kundawal, the jet, carrying 242 people, issued a frantic Mayday call seconds after lifting off at 13:39 local time, then vanished. Verified footage shows the aircraft struggling below 625 feet over residential areas before a catastrophic explosion. As investigators retrieve the black box, critical questions emerge. Did a double engine failure cause the crash? Was Ahmedabad's notorious bird strike risk a factor? Or did scorching 40 degrees Celsius heat demand flawless flap configuration that somehow failed? This is the haunting story of aviation's latest tragedy, through the eyes of those grappling with its 30-second descent into horror.
Watching the news unfold, I couldn't tear my eyes away from the reports about the Air India Dreamliner. It was just another Thursday afternoon at Ahmedabad International Airport. Captain Sumeet Sabharwal, a pilot with over 2 decades of experience, and his co-pilot Clive Kundawal, together boasting more than 9,000 flying hours, were at the controls of that 787-8. Imagine the confidence they must have had, guiding a plane packed with 242 souls and, as India's Home Minister later stated, a practically full load of 100 tons of fuel. They lifted off at 1:39 p.m. local time. Then, the unthinkable happened. Almost immediately after leaving the ground, the cockpit issued a mayday call. That chilling word, broadcast, and then silence. No further contact. My stomach dropped reading that. What could have gone so catastrophically wrong? So fast the sole survivor's account sent shivers down my spine. He described hearing a loud bang as the plane struggled to climb. That detail made it feel horrifyingly real. Seeing the footage verified by the BBC was surreal and terrifying. There was this massive airliner, a Dreamliner no less, flying alarmingly low over what looked like ordinary houses. Data showed it only reached 625 feet. I watched the clip, heart pounding, as it descended behind buildings, trees blocking the view. And then that awful, silent bloom of fire on the horizon. A pilot quoted later put it starkly. There would have been no time for him to react if he lost both engines. Just 30 seconds airborne. 30 seconds from takeoff to disaster, crashing into a dense neighborhood near hospitals and official buildings. The images of damaged housing blocks were devastating. Now, everyone's scrambling for answers, and the speculation is intense but filled with technical terms I'm trying to grasp. Videos show the plane struggling to climb, seemingly lacking power. Experts are whispering about an almost unthinkable possibility, a double engine failure. It feels like grasping at straws, something so rare the only comparison is the miracle on the Hudson. Could it be contaminated fuel a blockage? But then other voices, like ex-pilot Marco Chan, say the footage doesn't clearly point to that. Aviation expert Mohan Ranganathan called it very, very rare. Boeing and GE are sending teams, which underscores how serious this is. Another theory hits closer to home, a bird strike. Reading that experts and pilots familiar with Ahmedabad call the airport notorious for birds, they are always around, Ranganathan said, was alarming. Gujarat reported hundreds of bird strikes in recent years, mostly at Ahmedabad. A 35% rise just last year. That statistic is frightening. While one pilot said a single bird hit is rarely catastrophic unless it affects both engines, the chilling parallel is the Jeju air disaster. and unlike the Hudson flight that hit birds at 2,700 feet, this Dreamliner had no altitude, no time. None. The weather adds another layer. It was scorching, nearly 40 degrees Celsius. A pilot explained that thin, hot air demands perfect flap settings and maximum thrust. The thought that even a small error in configuration could be catastrophic is sobering. Could that be it? Did the flaps retract, or were they never set? CCTV shows the plane struggling to climb and then descending. Another pilot mentioned the plane's systems should have screamed a warning about incorrect flaps. But ex-pilot Chan said the footage is too distorted to confirm flap position, though he called such an error highly unusual given checklists and procedures. If it was a flap error, that points painfully towards human factors. Sitting here, absorbing all these fragments, the mayday, the bang, the low flight, the explosion, the conflicting expert theories about birds, engines, flaps, or fuel, it's overwhelming. It feels like a horrific puzzle with pieces scattered across Ahmedabad. The investigators have the black box and the debris field now. We have to wait. But the image of that giant plane, so low over rooftops, and the silence after the mayday. That's what stays with me. 2 experienced pilots, 242 passengers and crew, a full tank of fuel, and just 30 seconds. It's a chilling reminder of how fragile flight can be.